tonight.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former 2nd overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing, Heineke. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Heineke. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 13 yards out. And the Commanders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get to the 29 yards. Not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Second quarter now, Falcon football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd down, here's Patterson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
4th down, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defense in front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Heineke now. And that is incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. Work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Again, Patterson. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. From the red zone now, Mariota. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away from the 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on second down. Heineke, he's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 33 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Bring out the Falcons offense once more. Cordero Patterson ready to go again at running back. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop. Mariota to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 36, Heineke looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Heineke. Thomas brings it in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Heineke to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taylor Heineke, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This one taken just inside the 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw is Heineke. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 3rd down, Mariota. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. To throw is Mariota. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go again with pass down to the 25-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A first down throw for Mariota. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Patterson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Second and goal from the 1. Mariota now. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Heineke. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Heineke. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Looking deep for Julio. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Mariota again. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. To throw, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Eluding. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bryan Edwards from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round. this weekend. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's a give to Gibson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here is Mariota and the Falcons. Down by 11, 1:50 to play. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Gibson. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they will take a knee here. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not in the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance.